Did you know that millions of people in the UK use public transport daily? And this is no coincidence. This system is the backbone of our economy and an essential tool to combat climate change. In this video, will show you the data to prove it. Public transport is the artery that connects millions of people every day, from university students to office workers. The British public transport system facilitates mobility and makes daily life easier and more accessible. It is it facilitates the movement of millions of people every day, allowing people to access their jobs, schools, hospitals, and other essential services. By promoting the use of public transport, congestion on the routes is alleviated, alleviated which reduces travel times and decreases pollution. It allows people of all age and in economic conditions to access different areas and enjoy a higher quality of life. It contributes to reducing greenhouse gas emissions and noise pollutions, which is essential to combat climate change. It encourage interaction between people from different backgrounds, creating more cohesive communities. And efficient public transport system stimulates urban development, allowing the creation of denser and more sustainable urban centers by reducing travel times and increases the productivity of workers and companies. It facilitates the movement of tourists, which helps to boost the local economy. The operation and maintenance of public transport generates numerous jobs in various sectors. In the long term, public transport can be cheaper than private transport by reducing the costs associated with vehicle maintenance and fuel.
I've got an idea for a Heinz ketchup commercial. I was at this super posh restaurant, super posh. The type of place that has chandeliers and paintings on the wall and way too many forks. I think classical music was playing, but maybe it was jazz. No, definitely classical. The hostess walks up to me and she says, "Mr. Sheeran, is this your first time dining with us?" And I say, "Yep." The waiter comes over, he's telling me about the specials. Super fancy vegetables, fancy sauces. I said, "Sounds fancy." So fast forward and the food comes. The waiter goes on to tell me, "We are proud to present this farm to table blah blah blah, posh and fancy blah blah blah, with a side of blah blah blah." You know, the food looked good. I just thought there was something missing. So I reach into my bag and I take out the only thing that can complete me. And at that point, the whole world came to a stop. And the waiter was screaming through his eyes. So that's my idea. Do you want to do it?
Hello, everybody. Today we're going to talk about an exciting topic, innovation in public transport in the UK. The UK is a global leader in modernizing transportation systems, making them more efficient, accessible, and environmentally friendly. Let's dive into the key areas of innovation. First of all, we're going to talk about how the UK has introduced cutting-edge technologies to improve transport efficiency. In cities like London, real-time traffic management systems and sensor and cameras to monitor traffic and adjust bus and train schedules dynamically. This helps reduce delays and congestions. Then we have the ambitious High Speed 2 project, or HS2, which is building a high-speed rail network connecting major cities like London, Birmingham, and Manchester. This project aims to reduce travel times and encourage people to shift from road and air travel to rail. Another innovation is the use of digital tools like the TfL Go app, which provides real-time updates on schedules, disruptions, and alternative routes, making travel planning a breeze. Finally, there's exciting progress in autonomous bus trails. For example, in Scotland, buses are being tested to run autonomously, which could improve safety and reliability in the future. The next topic is the implementation of a smart payment system. We're going to explore how the UK has made paying for public transport simpler and smarter. It all started with the Oyster card in London, a contactless card that allows you to travel seamlessly across buses, trains, and the underground. Now you can use contactless payments directly with your debit or credit card, or even with your smartphone using Apple Pay or Google Pay. This means no more worrying about carrying cash or buying tickets in advance. One feature that's particularly popular is fair camping. It ensures that you never pay more than a seat daily or weekly limit, no matter how many journeys you take. And these systems aren't just limited to London anymore. They are expanding to cities like Manchester and Birmingham, making travel more convenient across the UK. Finally, let's look about how UK efforts to make public transportation greener and reduce carbon emissions. Electric buses are already in operation, especially in London, which has one of the largest fleets in Europe. These buses are quieter, cleaner, and more energy efficient. Another innovation is hydrogen-powered buses, which emit only water vapor. These buses are being tested in cities like Aberdeen and London, offering a zero-emission alternative. The UK has also introduced low-emission zones, or LECs, in places like London. These zones restrict high-pollution vehicles and promote cleaner public transport options. And let's not forget active travel initiatives. The government is investing heavily in cycling lanes, pedestrian areas, and e-scooter shipments to encourage more sustainable short-distance travel. To power buses and trains, the UK is also exploring alternative fuels like biogas and green hydrogen, which are much cleaner than traditional diesel.
Have you noticed how everything seems a little impersonal nowadays? We've all become usernames, reference numbers and IP addresses. That's why at Starbucks we've decided to do things differently. From now on, we won't refer to you as a latte or a mocha, but instead as your folks intended, by your name. Okay, we know it's only a little thing. But hey, why don't we buy you a coffee on the morning of the 14th of March and you can introduce yourself? We're Starbucks. Nice to meet you.
Public transport is essential in the UK, connecting millions daily. Maintaining and modernizing the system is crucial for efficiency, sustainability, and accessibility. Regular maintenance. Rail networks, buses, and the London Underground undergo routine maintenance to ensure safety and avoid disruptions. Operators like Network Rail and TF lead these efforts. Modernization and initiatives. Modernization includes electrifying railways to cut emissions, introducing smart ticketing, like the Oyster card, and deploying low-emission buses with modern amenities. Sustainable transport goals. The UK promotes low-emission vehicles and cycling infrastructure to reduce car dependency, aligning with its net zero strategy. Challenge and future outlook. With aging infrastructure and growing demand, the future lies in integrating AI and sustainability practice to recreate a reliable, eco-friendly system. The UK is building a transport system for today and the future. Traffic congestion and its impact in the United Kingdom. Traffic congestion is a major challenge in the United Kingdom, particularly in urban areas like London, Manchester, and Birmingham. Its causes and impacts are wide-ranging, affecting the economy, environment, and quality of life. The causes of congestion. Congestion arises from multiple factors. Urbanization, rapid city growth led to overcrowded roads, especially during peak hours. Reliance on cars. Many people prefer private vehicles despite robust public transport system. Infrastructure limitation. Historic cities with narrow streets struggle to accommodate modern traffic volume. Roadworks. Maintenance and construction often cause temporary bottlenecks. Congestion has far-reaching consequences. Economic cost, delay, reduce productivity, increased fuel cost, and the cost of UK buildings annually. Environmental damage. Congested roads contribute to air and noise pollution, undermining the UK's climate goals. Social consequences, health issues, and stress from long commutes impact urban residents' well-being. Solution to mitigate congestion. The UK is adopting various strategies to reduce congestion. Public transport improvements. Projects like the Elizabeth Line expand to urban rail capacity, while park and ride systems reduce car dependency. Smart traffic management. AI-powered traffic signals and congestion charges in cities like London optimize traffic flow. Active transport. Cycling lanes and car-free zones promote walking and biking as alternatives. Decentralization. Encourage remote work and relocating business reduce pressure on cities centers. By addressing congestion comprehensively, the UK aims to protect the environment, boost the economy, and improve urban living for all.
What? Sorry, mate.
Looks heavy.
Delivery.
This says block 2. It's over there, mate.
Challenge in expanding and covering rural areas in the United Kingdom. While urban centers in the UK enjoy advanced transport and communication networks, rural areas face unique challenge in expanding infrastructure and ensuring accessibility. Challenge in transport infrastructure. Several factors make expanding transport in rural areas difficult. Graphics barriers, rugged terrain in regions like Scotland and Wales makes construction expensive and complex. Low population density. Smaller population reduces the economic viability of large
scale projects, leaving many areas underserved. Funding limitation, urban regions often receive more investment due to the higher returns, while rural budgets remain limited. Low public transport demand. Reliance on private vehicles in rural areas leads to reduced demand for public transport service. Impact on rural communities. Inadequate infrastructure impacts rural communities in multiple ways. Limited accessibility. Residents struggle to access essential services like healthcare, education, and jobs. Economic disparities. Our transport system limit trade and investment, dependent regional inequalities, social isolation, lack of connectivity can lead to exclusion, particularly for the elderly and those without private transport. Efforts to improve rural transport. Several initiatives aim to improve rural transport. Government programs. It makes rural like the Rural Mobility Fund support innovative solutions such as demand responsive buses, community solutions, volunteer run transport services, and local authority partnerships help bridge service gaps. Technological innovations, electric vehicles, and digital platforms offering shared rides are being explored to enhance rural mobility. Challenge in digital connectivity. Digital infrastructure in rural areas also faces challenges including slow broadband speeds and poor mobile coverage. These issues hinder communication, education, and emergency responses.
The impact of the UK transportation system on sustainability and quality of life. The UK transportation policies aim to address climate challenge, reduce congestion, and enhance urban mobility. Electrification of public transport. Shift from diesel to electric trains, electrification of major rail lines, reduce emissions from public transportation networks, promotion of electric vehicles, EVs, ban of petrol and diesel cars by 2023, explosion of charging infrastructure and financial initiatives of EV adoption. Activity transportation. Government's investments in cycling paths and pedestrian-friendly infrastructure. Examples: London and extending cycles, highway and car-free zones. Sustainable fuels. Of use of biofuels, innovation and shipping as a part the Net Zero strategy. Benefits of traffic reduction. Low emission zones, less. Introduction of ultra low emission zones, ULEZ, in cities like London. Reduce vehicle congestion and emission in urban areas. Public transport enhancements. Expanding and efficient networks like the London Underground and Southern rail systems. Encouragement of public transport as alternative to private vehicles. Congestion sharing. Impact of exchanges like the London congestion share in reducing traffic during peak hours. Increase of the vehicles basis and sharing mobile service. Remote work and flexible hours, growth in teleworking since the pandemic and reduce daily commutes. Flexible schedules help decrease peak hour congestion. Better air quality. Reduce air pollution through police in the US benefits public health. Fewer cases of respiratory and cardiovascular disease. Safer roads. Expansions of the protected cyclist lane and pedestrian zones. decline in accidents, and increased safety on the non-motorized commuters. Cost savings. Affordable public transportation options and savings from reducing in the car dependence. Government success of EVs further reduce cost of consumers. Healthy lifestyles. Promotion of walking and cycling supports cycles, health and well-being. Reduce reliance on center cars commutes. Improve connectivity. Projects with HS2 aims to shorten travels and connect sites more efficiently, enable regional development and economic opportunities.
弱成这样也敢闯江湖？
一个就是往这儿了。
别打你的二破拳了，来条 Snickers。兄弟，怎么样？
来劲了。
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers, get some nuts.
Hello viewers, welcome to our discussion on public transport in the UK. In this occasion, we have a student that was on an exchange program. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, thanks for inviting me. My name is Carlos, I'm 20 years old, and I visit London as a part of an exchange program.
Nice to meet you, Carlos. Let's talk about the public transport in the UK. First, how important do you think public transport is? Will you say it's a necessity?
Absolutely, it's a necessity. Many people, especially in big cities like London, rely on buses, the underground, and trains to go to work, school, or anywhere else. It's also a great way to reduce traffic and pollution compared to everyone driving their own cars.
Oh, wow. Did you notice any innovations in public transport during your time there?
Yes, I have. For example, the contactless payment system is very convenient. You can use a card or even your phone to pay, and there are hybrid and electric buses, which are much better for the environment.
That's impressive. What about the condition of the buses and the other public transport? Are they as well maintained?
For the most part, yes. Buses and trains are generally clean and in good condition, especially in cities. Though, like anywhere, there might be occasional delays or maintenance issues, but overall, I say it's pretty reliable.
You know, speaking of delays, how about the traffic in general?
Traffic can be quite heavy, especially during rush hours. That's why many people prefer using public transport. It's usually faster than sitting in a traffic in the car. Plus, London has congestion charges to discourage driving in the city center, which helps a bit to all this.
That makes sense. Lastly, do you think about transport has influenced your experience of living there, even temporarily?
Definitely. It made it so easy to explore the city and even visit nearby places. I can't imagine navigating London without it. It's a big part of daily life there.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, Carlos. It was great having you here.
Thanks for inviting me. It's been a pleasure.